I'm out here at the UT Rec Sports lacrosse field, and I'm actually going to be starting with the throwing routine. I normally wouldn't start with the throwing routine, however, the UT Rec Sports facility is closed today, so I can't access the weight room. I'll be making up for that later in the video. However, I'm going to be starting with my plyo ball routine. I first start off with my reverse throws. I use a 32-ounce plyo ball, and I do this for about 10 reps, just until my arm feels comfortable. I then grab a 21-ounce plyo ball and start doing pivot pickoff throws. Again, I do about 10 reps, and this helps with rotation and focus. It also helps open up my shoulder and get the correct movement pattern that I need when I throw the ball. After I'm done with those, I move into my roll-in throws. I grab a 14-ounce ball, and again, I do about 10 throws with these. I focus on not rotating my hips. This helps me focus on my upper body more and, again, have a correct arm pattern when throwing the ball. Next is the rocker drill. I use the 7-ounce, 5-ounce, and 3.5-ounce weighted plyo balls. I start off with the heaviest, the 7-ounce, because it helps minimize strain on my arm. I then move to the 5-ounce and 3.5-ounce. I do about 5 to 6 throws per plyo ball, and I do this really to focus on my lower half and utilize the force that is within the leg drive. This next drill I've only started doing recently just to, continue further getting my arm loose for the next one. Again, I've had a lot of throwing problems because of my shoulder, so I just do this to get even more warmed up than I normally would be. The last plyo ball drill is called the walking windup drill. Here you have, again, the 7, 5, and 3.5-ounce weighted plyo balls. You want to start with facing where you're throwing and then walk into the windup, which is just the throwing motion that pitchers use when they throw to the home plate. I do this for about 10 reps, or really just until my arm feels good. Once I'm done with my plyo ball routine, I get into my actual throwing routine. I start from 5 feet away and throw around 3 to 5 baseballs into the fence. I continuously move back 5 feet every 3 to 5 throws. I do this until my arm starts to get a little sore. It's important to remember that as you continuously go out, you need to get air under the ball. This helps improve arm strength and will overall lead to you throwing harder. As you come in, remember to keep the ball low and hard. It's okay if it takes a hop. Just make sure that there's no air under the ball. Your last 4 to 5 throws should be athletic ones. I like to pretend that I'm a shortstop making a cool play. This helps with get your arm into unique arm slots that you typically don't get it in. Once I'm done with my throwing routine, I typically just kind of do some activities that work the parts of my body that aren't feeling right. So I've got a lot of shoulder issues, so I'm gonna get another plyo ball and I'm gonna show another plyo ball drill, but after that I'm gonna show some other like stretches and mobility type of movements that help me unlock more rotation and more flexibility. I grab the 32-ounce plyo ball and I do the upward tosses drill. This helps with shoulder tightness and overall increases shoulder strength. This stretch is called cat and cow. I really just am arching my back. It helps with, again, my spine and just all the muscles that kind of make up my back. This is a hip flexor stretch. It helps with my internal and external hip flexors. It's pretty difficult, but the more you do it, the more you get better at it. I don't really know what to call this stretch, but it's just something that I do to loosen up the muscles in my shoulder and upper back. I do this typically after I throw or even before I throw, but it helps me, so you should do it too. Okay, now that I'm done with my throwing routine, and because I have no access to a treadmill, I'm going to do a 1 mile run around the lacrosse field. So. Kind of 1 mile run. Definitely a little out of shape, but not too bad. I got around a 9-minute mile. So for not running consistently in a long time, I'm not mad about that. I'm gonna shoot for maybe 8 by the end of the year. Okay. All right, back in the dorm. This is where I'm going to be demonstrating all of the workouts that I would have been doing in the gym. However, again, this is all we have. So I'm going to be using this bat and pretending it's either a dumbbell or a barbell. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, sorry for the mess. Just packed my bags for spring break. Deadlifts are the most important lift for baseball players looking to generate the most amount of force. Players should strive for 400 pounds for 1 rep with a hex bar. Goblet squats are a great way to generate force as well. You should strive to be able to do this with 90 to 100 pounds for 8 to 10 reps. Single leg lateral goblet squats are personally my favorite lift. They allow me to generate lateral force effectively, and overall they're just fun to do. Another fun lift are bird dog rows. These help increase back strength and core support. In order to maximize efficiency, you want to do 8 to 10 reps for 3 sets on each side. I don't really like Bulgarian split squats, however, I'll admit these are really good for increasing quad strength. Again, doing 8 to 10 reps for 3 sets is ideal. Landmine presses are super good because they help strengthen your lats, upper chest muscles, and upper shoulder muscles. I do around 10 reps for 3 sets, both kneeling and standing, but sometimes I'll alternate them on different days. I've never personally liked bench, so doing single arm dumbbell presses have been quite beneficial for me. They allow me to get a larger range of motion, which overall helps increase my chest muscles and biceps. This next drill is actually used with a cable machine, so just pretend that this is the handle attachment that goes onto the cable machine. I take back what I said about single leg lateral goblet squats. These are actually my favorite workouts. Internal and external cable machine shoulder rotations are by far the most important workouts I do, only because of how much I need to improve my shoulder strength and mobility. These allow me to really strengthen my shoulder all the way around. Thanks for watching.